Hey guys, welcome to another TTM autograph video. This is the haul I have this week, or this first half of the week of 14, which is probably the most I've had in quite a while through Wednesday. My hands are worse than ever, by the way, so both blue gloves are back. But yeah, I usually have this video up the last few weeks, like early Thursday or something. So I'm getting this, hopefully going to get this up by 8 o'clock or so, depending on how fast it is to upload. But before we get started, I just want to tell you guys that Paul Flatley passed away earlier this week. He was 84 years old. He won the Rookie of the Year in 1963. He lived in Richmond, Indiana. I think that's where he grew up too. He went to Northwestern. So yeah, I had some cards here. I thought maybe we had a bad address for him, and so I was kind of holding off on sending to him until he kind of had a good return or something, but unfortunately he passed away. I might eventually buy an autograph off eBay because, it's a very interesting story. So yeah, I just want to wish him and his family the best. So yeah, let's get started here. I don't want to waste too much of your time. If you have any questions about the address, just go to sportscardforum.com. My username is SweetBob, so if you go to a person's page on, like if you look up a person and you see the returns and submissions and stuff, you'll see which one I sent to. So it's usually the most recent because I've got them this week. So this is Amelia, Ohio, 3 for 3, 39 days and $3. He charges $1 per card. It's Gerry Arrigo. Says 65, 66, and 1970. Mr. Arrigo, he is, let me find him on here. He's 83 years old, played from 61 to 70 for the Twins, Reds, and Mets. Career record of 35 and 40 with a 4.14 ERA. He appeared in 194 games and had 80 starts in his career. So yeah, very cool to get these back. That card I've had for a while. I was like, oh, this would look cool signed. Glad he did it in blue. If you have any questions about some guy, if you have any want to brainstorm or whatever and need some guys to send to, I just posted the 1992 top set breakdown earlier this week. So there's quite a few guys that signed for free. I think there's over 200 and a little over 100 that you pay for. I have the 1992 traded set breakdown. That's coming up on Friday morning. I've got it set. I've already recorded it. So we look forward to that. We got Winfield, Illinois. 4 of 2, 13 days. We got Mike Joyce. He actually wrote me a little note too. Thank you for your great note. Not many of us old Sox are around now. I'm delighted to sign your cards. And then he also signed the index card protector. But yeah, we have a 63 and a 64. So yeah, Mr. Joyce, let me find him on here again. He's 84 years old, played from 62 to 63, all for the White Sox. He never appeared for the Mets, but he got traded there. Before the 64 season, he badly injured his shoulder earlier in the spring, so that's why he never really appeared for the Mets. He was in the minors for a couple more years, but really he never regained what he had that made him get to the pros in the first place. So that's unfortunate, but I'm really glad to get these back for Mr. Joyce. That was my second attempt, actually. I thought I had a different address, but I don't think that was his house, but I never got him back. So we got Littleton, Colorado, 3 of 3, 33 days. We got Steve Watson. We got an 82 tops action, and an 83 tops. Mr. Watson is 67 years old, played from 79 to 88, all for the Broncos. Pro Bowler in 1981, reception TD leader in the NFL in 81. He had 13 that year. He was tied with at least one other person. In his career, he had over 6,000 receiving yards. And after he retired, he was a long-time wide receiver coach in the NFL and in college. So I want to thank Mr. Watson for those. We got Anadarko, Oklahoma. 3 of 2, 8 days. We got Derrell Griffith, and he actually signed the index card as well. We have a 67 and a 65. Mr. Griffith is 81 years old. He played from 63 to 66 for the Dodgers. He appeared in 124 career games, and he played in the minors for another year until 67. So he kind of filled in with some time whenever I think it was Tommy Davis was hurt. I believe Mr. Griffith also owns a liquor store in Anadarko, Oklahoma, from what I gather. Wish him the best. All right, we got Cleveland, Ohio. 3 of 3, 23 days. We got Campy Russell. I told him he can keep the double, but he signed them all. So, excuse me for these years. I don't know them. This is a 78-79, and this is a 79-80. I have the double of here. But Mr. Russell is played from 74 to 84, and he played for the Cavs and Knicks. He was an All-Star in 1979. He had a career points per game average of 15.8. He actually currently works for the Cavs front office as the director of alumni relations. So yeah, very cool to get that back. Yeah, because I actually sent that to the stadium or the arena, whatever it's called. It used to be called the Q. I have no clue what it's called now. But Westchester, Pennsylvania. 2 of 2, 13 days. We got Matt Guokas. We got, let's see, oh man, I don't know these years. These are earlier. So it's 75-76 is the Bulls one, and this is 74-75. So Mr. Guokas is 81 years old, played from 66 to 76 for the Sixers, Bulls, Kansas City Kings, Rockets, Buffalo Braves. And then we have, he won an NBA championship with the Sixers in 1967. As a coach, he coached the Sixers from 85 to 88 and the Magic from 89 to 93. His dad, Matt Sr., won a championship with the Philadelphia Warriors back in the day, and he's one of just a handful of father-son combos to win a title. So, yeah, really cool to get that back. I remember I didn't watch him play. I'm not old enough for that, but I definitely remember him coaching those early Magic teams. Marietta, Georgia, 3 of 3, 10 days. I'm still in my Gold Cup kick. I had to get Jim Nash here. He's a 67, a 71, and a 69. Mr. Nash pitched from 66 to 72 for the Kansas City and Oakland A's, Braves, and Phillies. He had shoulder issues, so that really shortened his career quite a bit. He had a career record of 68 and 64 with a 3.58 ERA, and he appeared in 201 games over his career. So yeah, him and Catfish Hunter and I believe it was Blue Moon Odom appeared on a Sports Illustrated cover when they were all real young, calling them like the future of pitching. So yeah, they had real high hopes for Mr. Nash. They got St. James, New York, 3 of 3, 87 days. This one's pretty cool. Frank signed a card to Frank Tepedino. We have a 1970, a 1971, and a 74. Mr. Tepedino, he is 77 years old. Played for the Yankees, Brewers, and Braves from 67 to 75. After he retired, he was actually a firefighter. And after the attacks on 9/11, he went down to search the rubble. And he was there for quite a while. So, yeah. So I want to thank Mr. Tepedino for his actions. Because hopefully his health's okay. Because I know a lot of people who were searching the rubble, got all kinds of respiratory issues. So, as far as I know, I don't know what his health status is, but hopefully he's okay. So, Situate, is that how you say it? Situate, Massachusetts. 4 of 4, 9 days. This is a fast one. We got Jim Lonborg. We have a 73, a 68, a 72, and a 66. Mr. Lonborg is 82 years old. played from 65 to 79 for the Red Sox, Brewers, Phillies. All-Star in 1967. He also won the Cy Young that year. Red Sox Hall of Famer. His nickname was Gentleman Jim. And little tidbit fact here. On the TV show Cheers, there's a little picture behind the bar of Sam Malone, the character Ted Danson played. And it's actually of Jim Lonborg, because he used the same number 16 on his jersey. So that's kind of cool. I did not know that. I bet you he got a kick out of that. Middleton, Wisconsin. 1 of 3, 175 days. This is a little bummer because I at least wanted him to sign more than one. It'd been cool too, but we got Toon. He didn't sign the Fleer of the upper deck here. But, I'm glad to have one, though. So, we got 90 Pro Set. Mr. Toon is 61 years old, played from 85 to 92, all for the Jets. First team All-Pro in 86, 3-time Pro Bowler, member of the Jets Ring of Honor. He had 6,600 receiving yards. He was actually taken 10th overall in the 85 draft. 6 picks before Jerry Rice. So, but who knows if Jerry Rice benefited greatly from the quarterback situation he had, and sometimes wide receivers just land in the perfect situation. So, but Mr. Toon had a great career. So, Aptos, California, 4-4, 19 days. This is a little information here. Mr. Eichhorn added a little slip here. I think some of you guys already know this. But we have a 90 tops and 90 tops traded, 88 Donruss and 87 Donruss. But he is going to start charging $3 a card. And you could Venmo him or whatever. Here's a little, you can pause that to look at it here. But yeah, he, signed for 25 years. So he doesn't want to, kind of wants to limit it a little bit, and if he can make a little extra money for the sacrifices that he does, the time and everything, to go, all for it. If you, so he's been a great signer over the years. So, just FYI, Mr. Eichhorn, 64 years old, played from 82 to 96 for the Blue Jays, Braves, Angels, and Orioles. 2-time World Series champ, all for both for the Blue Jays. 86 AL Rookie Pitcher of the Year. He missed 82 through 86. Well, he pitched in the minors, kind of, but he debuted in 82, but he had a serious shoulder injury, and he lost really his upper level fastball speed. So he kind of found himself in the minors trying to figure out how to pitch without that. He did, and he had a long career. So yeah, so I wish Mr. Eichhorn the best. So here we go. I enjoyed this one right here. Corona Del Mar, California. 2 of 3, 10 days. We got Bob Buck Rodgers. This is the second time I ever got him. He's kind of a little bit hard to get sometimes. But we have a 61 and 60. I always forget what year that is. 63 Gold Cup. But yeah, Mr. Rodgers is 86 years old. Oh yeah, by the way. 2 of 3 is what I got back because I offered him a 65 tops of himself to keep. I found that that's what really it takes to get maybe Mr. Rodgers to sign your cards back. He'll do it without it, but I noticed that he's been keeping one here and there. So if you want Mr. Rodgers, I suggest maybe adding a card or 2 extra for him to keep. I got these back super fast. So, but Mr. Rodgers, is 86 years old, played from 61 to 69, all with the Angels. Very good defensive catcher. As a manager, he managed the Brewers, Expos, and Angels, and he was the NL Manager of the Year in 1987 for the Expos. So, very happy to get that back. I love these cards. They look great. We got a couple more here. Biloxi, Mississippi, 2 of 2, 20 days. We got Jim Howarth. Is that how you pronounce it? But we got a 73 and a 74. Mr. Howarth, he is 78 years old. He played from 71 to 74, all for the Giants. He appeared in 152 career games. He unfortunately, he kind of got caught up in a super, super crowded outfield for the Giants. I mean, listen to these names that were in the outfield at the time. Willie Mays, Bobby Bonds, Dave Kingman, Gary Matthews, Gary Maddox. I mean, how is this guy going to get any any playing time with some? I mean, some of those guys are very young, so they didn't, turn into the players that they ended up being. But I mean, come on. I mean, that's very, very difficult for Mr. Howarth. But he managed to play in 152 career games, so that's awesome. We got one last one here. St. Louis, Missouri. 4 of 4, 33 days. I don't normally send to kickers. I got a kicker. This is a pretty good kicker too. Pat Leahy. We have an 80, a 78, a 77. Yep, and a 79. Mr. Leahy, 74 years old. Played from 73 to 91, all for the Jets. First team All-Pro in 1978. He played soccer in college. He never played football at all. He tried out for the Cardinals. He made like the practice squad type of situation. And then the next season, he signed as a free agent for the Jets. The Jets kicker got injured, and he took that job and ran with it. He had 1,470 career points. At the time of his retirement, he was third all time in the NFL in points, and he was the Jets all time points leader. He's currently 24th all time in points. He probably is still the Jets all time points leader. I don't recall them having a long term kicker. But yeah, if you think I earned your subscription, please hit the subscribe button. We're growing faster than we have in quite a while, so I want to thank everyone for that. Please like the video, comment down below your favorite of the week or some guys that you are going to be targeting. If you have any questions about the whole TTM process, feel free to comment down below as well. I am a moderator of a Facebook group called 4 Sport Autographs, I believe. It was like IP and TTM, I think it's what it is. Someone was created it, and it's growing rapidly. But yeah, they asked me if I wanted to be a monitor, and I've been doing it, and so it's been fun. Some of you guys have reached out to me, and it's like, hey, I've watched your videos. I think that's awesome. Like I said a long time ago, I thought this was just going to be me cataloging what I got in the mail every week. I didn't expect people to actually, watch my videos every week. So I think that's like super cool. But yeah, so I want to appreciate everyone for watching the videos. And as I said, Friday, I'll do the 1992 Topps Traded set breakdown, and then Sunday we'll be back for the second half of the week TTM haul. So I want to thank everyone for watching, and I'll see you later this week. Thanks.